time. Turns out Josh Hart, hated had to be you, Switty. Josh Hart had the nerve to go on his podcast, right? And he was apparently slandering the Lakers right now. I haven't seen this. I made sure not to watch it so I could react to it with you guys. But you know how I get. Josh, if I find out you were slandering us, please say it's not so. And I saw that you tweeted an apology. Oh, that's not gonna save you. Let me find out you tweeted something, Josh. Let me find out you tweeted something, Josh. Because out of the people who are traded, you are the last one to be tweeting anything, Josh. And that's just gonna be me being honest. Maybe Lonzo, maybe Brandon Ingram, maybe. You are not untouchable, sweetie. And that's coming from the bottom of my heart. Let's go ahead and react to this and see exactly what happened.
It's solid. You're gonna have a good time. Lithuania was very depressing. I went there too to go visit him. I wouldn't do it again.
They got some shooters out there though.
Man, it's like, you been there?
Nah,
you been there?
I'm not going there.
It's like hella gloomy.
What did they
like
say?
nobody.
That's how I feel when you rap. Also, you gotta just enunciate your words. You said Dwayne was very confused. What did you say?
They got some shooters out there though.
Man, it's like, you been there?
Nah,
you been there?
I'm not going there.
It's like hella gloomy. Like nobody smiles. It's like everybody just hates that they're there. I'm like, damn.
Yeah,
I had to get out of there, bro.
Sounds like LA.
Nah, it's definitely not LA.
No, I'm not talking about the city.
Oh. I don't know what he's talking
What are
about.
you talking about, bro?
I don't know what he's talking about. Next question.
We're
Cut that
gonna
part out.
edit this part out, so you might as well just tell us.
I was going to say the Lakers organization.
Oh shit! Miles cut. Miles cut.
Let me go back. Maybe I didn't hear things right. Maybe put on my glasses so I can hear this better. Okay.
I don't know what he's talking about. Next question. Cut that
We're
part
gonna
out.
edit this part out, so you might as well just tell us.
I was going to say the Lakers organization.
Oh shit! Miles cut.
I'm confused. Is that the content of your podcast, Josh? That is throw shade every day? Because you sound like me. I throw shade at Clipper fans every day. Is that what you do? Because I might have to tune into your podcast. If that's what you do, you throw shade, Josh? Okay, interesting. However, I'm not throwing it at a historic organization. I'm not throwing unfounded, ungrounded lies at a historic organization. I'm throwing truths at a pathetic one. You see the difference between me and you, Josh? You see the difference? It's levels to this. You're dissing the Lakers after they traded you. All good things when they got you, right? Now you want to talk about no smiles. It seems like the Lakers organization. Sweetie, we have, I hate to break it to you. Maybe this is the first time you're hearing this, so I'm going to be breaking news for you. Breaking news. We have Anthony Davis on our team as we speak. I know. So who are you talking about doesn't have smiles? Because tease, I'm happy. I've never seen Laker fans so happy in the last couple years. When you were on the team. When the young core was on the team. And you know I was the biggest fan of the young core. Josh, this is why this hurts me deeply. I'm lying. It didn't hurt me deeply because if it was from Lonzo, maybe you weren't even, there was like a list of people that were untouchable. And this is just facts. I respect you as a person, as a player. You weren't on that list. You know what I mean? You were not. So for you to say this, it's really tragic because it's like, you can't really even speak like that. You know what I mean? I don't want to be rude. Did I overstep? I'm sorry. I really do respect him. Like, you know how much I loved him and his hustle and everything. But it wasn't a funny joke. Because guess what? I watched it just now. I just reacted to it. Did you see how dead I was? I didn't even crack a single smile. Did you think you were Dave Chappelle or something? You gotta leave controversial jokes to people that can pull them off. I didn't even crack a smile. My facial muscles did not even move a bit. Very boring, very tragic, very unfunny. However, you still thought it would be good to say it. He said, we're gonna edit this out, and you left it in because you wanted to be controversial. And it massively backfired because now you're sitting on a team in New Orleans and you have to look and watch as we have LeBron James on our team at the same time as Anthony Davis, at the same time as all these other players. You know what I mean? Our roster is pretty stacked compared to the Clippers. Oop, did I bring the Clippers into this? Where did they come from? Oops. But let's go ahead and see his apology because he put up some type of like little apology or whatever. He said, I played my blank off for the purple and gold. Played hurt and never had an excuse. Very true, which is why I loved you so much. Why a lot of Laker fans loved you so much. It's the truth. I'm truly grateful to the Lakers organization. That's interesting because you just, I swear a couple minutes ago, I just heard you saying something about them. Maybe I heard wrong. And I do understand the NBA as a business. That's weird, that's funny, because I could have sworn I just heard you talking about, okay, that's interesting. But as a player, you just want the courtesy of a phone call saying I got traded and not finding out on Twitter. Let me go back, because maybe I read a sentence wrong. I do understand the NBA as a business. I want the courtesy of a phone call saying I got traded and not finding out on Twitter. Okay, so after reading this slowly, what I'm getting from this is because you didn't get a phone call, now you're like salty, I guess. And now you're like going on your podcast and like saying that people don't smile in the organization. Am I the only one confused? Let me know. You talk to me. Are you confused too? Because what I said doesn't even make sense. Everything's all over the place. What? Connect the dots for me, Josh. What are you talking about? Because at the end of the day, I hate to say this. I'm gonna say this with all due respect. Y'all can go and watch my past videos about Josh Hart. Loved him, but let's just be honest. If Blake Griffin himself couldn't even get a phone call from the Clippers, what in the world made you think you were gonna get one? I'm just being completely honest with you. You were not on that level yet. I think you can get there if you believe, but you're not on that level to be getting that. If stars already aren't getting that treatment, now maybe that's something we need to change. You bring that to the players organization or whatever association y'all got, and y'all start talking to the front offices about how you guys handle that. But as of right now, you aren't even in a position to receive a phone call if we're really gonna be honest with ourselves, right? Am I lying? So I'm just confused. Like, I'm just confused on like what you really thought. You know what I mean? Like, what were you thinking? Like, now you're salty at the Lakers because they didn't give you a phone call. Did they give Brandon a phone call? If Brandon didn't get a phone call, what made you think you were? And why is he, because you're older than Brandon Ingram, right? Why has Brandon Ingram been very mature about this? All Lonzo said was LA is gonna regret their decision. If you haven't seen that, I'll actually at the end of the video, I'll leave a link to it if y'all can go see what he said. But he didn't say too much, but they, like, him and Josh Hart have been only like the two that's been petty a little bit. Brandon has been a class act through this entire thing. So I just want to take a second and give it up for you. I mean, if anybody has a nerve to be, or has a right to be mad, I feel like you do. Josh Hart, it wasn't really too bad what he said. People did overreact on Twitter. I'm not gonna lie. People were like, oh, he really dissed the Lakers. He just made a bad joke, you know? And the reason it was bad was because it just wasn't funny, and it's not his place to make that type of joke at his caliber. You know what I mean? At his level right now. And then the reasoning he gave for being mad wasn't, he got to stay in his lane. You know what I mean? It's funny, you're sitting next to one of the ball boys, but you can't stay in your lane. It's interesting. Turn on your blinker, double check, and get over it. Because I feel like right now you're restrained, you're tiptoeing, and now people are ready to cancel you. I don't think it's that serious. I'm still gonna root for them in New Orleans until, you know, they hit my Lakers, but I'm still gonna root for them. You know, I don't think it was that serious, to be completely honest with you. But some people just kind of gotta know their limits. You know what I mean? Especially with jokes. Like, you can joke about stuff, but like if you don't have the range to joke about it, just leave it alone. So anyways, let me know down below, what did you guys think about what he said? Do you think he was in his lane, or do you think he needs to merge back into slow lane? Okay, let me know what you think. Like this video if you enjoyed it, and check out right here to see what Lonzo said, okay? I reacted to the songs, all right? And click here to subscribe to join the Splash Squad. You can get this merch if you want. The link is in the description. But I'll see y'all later. And you too, Josh. Very interesting.